Well, I figured I'd make a quick little video here about some new purchases of mine. Last weekend at the CAMA show, Connecticut Antique Machinery, they have a flea market there. And in that flea market, there was a trailer with a couple Graveleys on it. And I went over there to investigate, and I noticed the serial number was very low. I noticed an Edison Splendorf Magneto. And I was like, oh man, this is cool. So I checked out the number, and it started with 3900, which is a 1940 Model L. There was another machine there that had a brass tag also. Starts with 12,000 serial numbers in 1945. So I asked the guy what he wanted for one, and it was a pretty decent price. So I said, well, I don't really need any more tractors. I got enough of these stupid things. And that night I was thinking about it all night. The next morning I went over there and made him an offer. And I got talking to him more and threw in the other tractor as part of the offer. So I ended up getting both of them. Literally 2 minutes later, a guy comes up to me and he says, hey, I'm looking to buy a tractor. You got any for sale? And I sold him my 59 Li that was at the show. So one down, two up. But it was a nice little switch around for me, give me something new to work on. So I hope you enjoy this video. Picked up two Graveleys today. This one's a 1945 with a Fairbanks Morse mag, and that one over there is a 1940 with an Edison Splendorf. Supposedly the 1940 runs, which we'll see, and the 45 is missing a couple parts, but it's substantially complete, has an electric start kit on it and a nice block-off plate, so we'll see, guys. Well, guys, here's my new Graveleys. This is a 1940 Model L, and the one on the left is a 45. And this thing is pretty original. It's impressive. Let's take a look at it. So you got the original hubcaps here. Tires are probably original. They're all shredded. They're Goodyears. They'll have to be replaced. It's got the cast iron carb that it should. It has the elbow, all that stuff that it should. I think the guy had rebuilt the carb because it looks like it has a needle in there. At some point, somebody converted it to a spin-on oil filter, which is all right. Has the aluminum oil cap. It's got Edison Splendorf Magneto. It has an aluminum head. It has this really cool old spark plug that says C77 commercial, which I believe is a very old Autolite. It has the original muffler, which is a little roached out, as you'd say. It has this really nice patina on the hood with the original Gravely decal kind of visible to some degree. And the only flaw with it is that the gas tank has a hole in the side, and the guy tried to braze it and it didn't work, and then he put silicone on it or some crap. But I have another gas tank I can put on it somewhere around here, I'm sure, but that shouldn't be the end of the world. And the serial number on this thing is, sorry, the sun is very bright, it's 3987. 3987, the 1940. It's got the throttle cable that works. The choke cable actually works, everything. It's missing the wooden grips on the forward reverse levers, and it's missing the wooden grips on the handlebars. I've never seen this type of getup up here, whatever you call that, before. This is the 44, which is another brass tag. This one is 12382. This one has been modified somewhat, I believe. It still has the original oil filter on it. It's got a Fairbanks Morse Magneto, which the guy didn't know how to get spark out of, so hopefully I can get that going. This one had also been converted to an electric start at some point, and I'm not sure what the deal is with this hitch, but it looks like something homemade to me. Kind of interesting. I do have a starter sitting around. They both have the glass fuel bowls on them still. This one has some really weird gas line. I've never seen anything like it. But they both are free and turn over, and the 40 here, the guy said it ran, so I'm not sure, but that's what he said. Yeah, this hitch is really weird. It like has a piece that goes down and goes into two of the bolt holes for the axle, and then this bar comes off welded in between. I almost wonder if it's to pull something, but it's modified so that the starter gear can go in that little cutout there and not hit it. It's just really strange. And these tires on here actually are dry rotted to crap too. This rubber is really, really hard on there. This one's also missing the shipper shaft up here, it looks like. But again, it's got a cast iron carb. It's missing the elbow piece to come from the carb out to the air cleaner. I think I might have one of those in my garage somewhere. I gotta check, but pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. So that one, again, is a 44. And yeah, this one looks like it has a left-hand mower deck, but I believe it's not a left-hand deck. I looked at the blade and it's sharpened like a right-hand blade would be. I haven't cranked over the motor yet to see if it works, and it doesn't mean that some DPO didn't put the wrong blade on there because they didn't know it was left hand, but it's nonetheless pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool.